Hey there, real networking. What the heck is that? And let's talk about it today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 109 of our Supersize You annual challenge. I have very hot coffee, but I need a little sip in the morning because my throat's always, I don't know if you get that way, but I definitely do. So today we're talking about, of course, communication all this month and networking. Not just any old networking, not just going to networking meetings and handing out your business card and using your elevator pitch on everybody that you happen to come across that will give you the 30 seconds to listen, unless you're at a speed networking type situation or dating kind of thing, network dating or so. Can't remember what they call it. I've only been to one and it was like, yeah, okay, this is just like speed dating and I'm so not interested. I want to build real relationships with people. We hear the word authentic and authenticity bantered around a lot nowadays, only to come out of the mouths of people that are the most fake and inauthentic that we could possibly meet. So I like the thought and the idea of being authentic, but to me, it's just be you, be yourself, be who you are. And guess what? Will you repel some people and they won't want to be involved with you or network with you or be part of your circle of friends and influence and network? Yes, but that's good because they're probably not for you for a reason. I have found that by being myself, which I've pretty much always done my whole life, it serves me better because I attract the people that are for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I've attracted some of the people that were really, really bad, but they came into my life to teach me a lesson, to show me that you can't trust everybody. I used to be one of those people when I was young and naive. I would go up to everybody. Even when I was a kid, my mom would tell me this story after I got older and had kind of forgotten about it, that I used to go up to the neighborhood kids whenever there was a new neighborhood kid that wanted to come and play at our house. I would ask them, are you friendly? And if they said yes, they could come and play with us. If they gave me a scowly face or said no, I wouldn't let them come and play with our friend group. And we lived on the corner house until I was 8. And that was the place where all the moms sent their kids or let their kids come and play. So we had a big backyard and it was fun. And then we moved out into the country, which was a transition. But guess what? Our house there became the house that all the kids came to. They just had to ride their bikes out or have their parents bring them or something. Remember, I'm older, so back in the day, it was safe to ride your bike around our small town. You didn't have to worry about all the craziness that my granddaughters, my kids, and my granddaughters have had to deal with, which is really heartbreaking. So we won't even go there. Today we're talking about real networking. How do you network and become connected with other people in your industry, other people in your function? If you're a founder and a CEO, you need to have a group of people that are at that same level because they understand what you're going through. They can relate. They've had similar experiences. Some of them have had worse experiences. Some of them have had much better, easier roads to hoe, so to speak. But you want to find a community and a group of people that you can relate to and that can help you become the best possible version of yourself. So today, how do you go about networking? And I'm gonna drop a bomb here. Everybody tells you to network within your industry, and that is imperative because you need to know what's going on, what's the trends in your industry and things. But I found out early in my corporate career, I was running businesses on the side, that it was extremely powerful to network outside your industry. And so instead of just sticking with, okay, who's in the toilet paper making business, because that was my first job out of college, I networked with other businesses in other industries. And mostly back then it was, new managers in big Fortune 10 companies and how they were going about personal development, growth, and building their career. And that served me really, really well because when I left the first job I had out of college, I switched industries entirely because I learned prior to that the skills that I had acquired so far were extremely valuable in many different industries, not just in the manufacturing sector that I had originally joined out of college. Since I'm an engineer and stuff, it's like, okay, I should get an engineering type related job or company to work for. I think I did 2 or 3 engineering projects because we had a whole 250 people in our engineering department and didn't need another engineer on the line. But that is where I learned management and leadership skills and things like that had served me throughout the rest of my career. So authentic networking, how the heck do you do that? What does that even mean? I say it means be you, just be yourself. And depending on the networking event, depending on where you're at in your life, do you shave off some of the edges? Yes, you're not throwing the Oppenheimer every 2 seconds at a networking event, unless that's the kind of people that you want to attract into your personal network. And if you do, that's great. Just be you. When you happen to be in an opportunity to network or meet someone new, how do you act? What is your first response? Do you shy away? Do you not? Probably not if you're at the founder CEO level, but a lot of people do. I will find myself in rooms sometimes where I feel a little bit intimidated, even to this day, which kind of surprises me, but it's like, yeah. And you know what? It's usually not people that are more successful than me that I'm intimidated by. It's people who are judgy and just getting started that tend to make me nervous, because I know they have such a long road ahead of them, and that the vast majority of them will not succeed because they'll quit before they ever give themselves a chance. So what's the best tip I have with respect to authentic networking? Be interested in other people. Be curious about them. Ask them about themselves. Add value to them first by listening. Just by asking questions and then listening attentively will get you further at any networking event than any other thing that you can do. Then, as you're listening, think of ways that you might be able to help them out with something. Not to charge them or make them your customer, but to genuinely help them out with whatever thing that they happen to be mentioning or talking about. Because guess what? As human beings, we know way more than we think we do. And there are so many ways we can help people. And often just being a listening ear is one of the best ways to do that. Guess what happens when you're interested in other people? All of a sudden, they're interested in you. You start listening, asking questions, people answer a question, and then before you know it, you've got a whole bevy of people surrounding you listening to the conversation, because it's adding value to everyone, not just to the one person that you were having a conversation with. I remember the first time this happened to me at an event. I was in a high ticket coaching program, and we were at an event, and somebody had asked me a question, and I answered it, and all of a sudden there were like 30 people surrounding us and listening to the question and the answer and the conversation, because it was something everyone could learn from. It's why I'm so excited about communities and having a community on the school platform. It's because I can positively impact so many more people than I could just on my own. All right. Ask questions, listen, be truly, genuinely interested in other human beings, and they will be interested in you. Why? Because what you put out into the universe comes back to you, usually tenfold, but it so does. If you don't believe me, try it out at the next opportunity you get to network with somebody. Be yourself, be interested in them, try to see if you can add value or help them in any way. And then keep in mind that our network actually is our net worth. You know, I don't know what motivational speaker started it, but I'm sure that's where it came from. They say your net worth is the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most and spend the most time with. So take a look at that and see if that applies to you today. Maybe it's the top 10 people. Maybe it's the top 2 people you hang out with. Then it's time to expand our networks, right? So what are we doing today? Today we are going to go out and reach out to 3 people. 3 people that you would love to network with. And I'm going to say, if you've never networked before, don't go after Tony Robbins or, Elon Musk, or people that would just be not even see your message. Look at your networking group, and I say network 1 level up. If you're in corporate America, that was my advice that I had been given early on in my career. Don't even remember what mentor told me that. They're like, listen, you can network with your peers, but you're going to be doing that automatically. You want to network at least 1 or 2 levels up from you in the organization, because you're preparing for where you want to go in the corporate hierarchy. And that was really sound advice, and it applies to everything. If your relationship is a certain way and you want it to be better, don't listen to people in negative, bad relationships that are just bitching and moaning. Find somebody that's got the type of relationship that you want and find a way to network with them. Nowadays with social media, it's so easy. You don't even have to actually contact them. You can just follow them on social media. You can watch their YouTubes for a while. You can make valuable comments and tell them what you really appreciate about what they are sharing. and watch how many of those people actually reach out to you or comment back and start a conversation. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to reach out to 3 people. Take action on them. Just say, hey, and it'll be different. It can be just in your messaging. Hey, I was thinking about you today. I can't tell you how many people I dream about. And then all of a sudden the next day, we end up having a conversation. It's just, I think it's because we're all connected, right? Everybody in the universe is connected, whether we actually believe that or not. We are. We're not alone ever. Invest in the relationship before you expect to need it or ever have an ask in the relationship, right? It's the same with mentors. If we're seeking out a mentor, we want to give them some sort of value in return for what they are sharing and teaching with us. Guess what? A mentor can save you decades in your learning curve when it comes to being successful in your job or industry and outside of it as well. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to tag somebody in our network already that we really appreciate and are grateful for. We're going to share that in the comments below. We're going to tag them and make a comment about them so that they know that we appreciate them and that we're glad that they're in our network. That's it. That's all I've got today. I would love to hear your networking stories. Share them in the comments below. Shoot me a voice text. Shoot me any kind of way you want to communicate it. I really like voice texts nowadays. All right. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Otherwise, of course, I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.